And this is just a fun fan Blue Jays post game. If you guys want to write in anything, write it into the Six Sports or give me a comment on Periscope. Again, the Blue Jays win 4-2 today against the Oakland Athletics, extend their win streak to 9 games. 9 games, everybody. And with the Yankees going 2-2 in the 9th inning right now, they have a chance to get to within half a game of first place in the division tonight. 2 weeks ago, they were 8 games back, and now they haven't lost after the acquisition of Tulo. Well, they haven't lost. But wow, what are we seeing here, Toronto sports fans? Just let me know what you guys think on Periscope. Like, what do you guys think of this team? This is something special on a weekday. This is a Tuesday night. There was 40,000 people at the Rogers Center to see Oakland play. That is unbelievable, folks. And also Drew Hutchinson had a good game for the first time in a few weeks too. So that's always that's nice to see. He went 7 1/3 innings, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and exactly. I can't read that on air, but whoever says that says pretty much F the Yankees. So, and I agree. This is our time as a Toronto sports city. We deserve this. We do deserve this. 20 years we've been putting up with these Yankees teams spending $150 to $200 million a year. Boston Red Sox. This is our time. Okay, we got this. Yes, the Yankees suck. You know what I'll say? The Yankees suck, donkey dick. I can't read that right now, but I agree, guys. I agree. This is unbelievable what we're seeing, and it's all Troy Tulowitzki, man. David Price. I know that Tulowitzki hasn't been playing well recently, although his defense is still unbelievable. No matter what, offensively he's dried up a little bit, but yeah, I can't read it. So it's just I don't even know what else to say about this team. We're just it's great to see the fans come out, and also disappointing that there's so many fair weather fans into. So this point, I was a Adam Lind and Aaron Hill era. That's when I started watching, and Vernon Wells, and that's when I was a kid. That's when I started watching. Thank you guys on Periscope for writing in. I can't see the username right now, but you know what? I'll say it. Pretty much fuck the Royals, and I didn't see what the other part of that was, but I'm excited to see all these Blue Jays fans come out like you guys are saying. This is so great to see. I went through the tough times. I was the true Blue Jay fan, sticking through the years where they were getting in the 60s in the wins and the 70s in the wins. And it's nice to see 40,000 on a weekday, guys. Good job if you went out to the game tonight. It's just completely unbelievable. And so I'll say hi to Haywood Jablomi, big Blue Jays fan, and Kelly Gruber, the Kelly Gruber. Oh my God. This is I don't even know what to say, guys. This is completely unbelievable. Although what I will say, I felt like there was some sort of, whenever Hutchinson pitch, I feels like there's a little bit of divine intervention. Like the Blue Jays have to have things go right because they just win with him on the mound, even though he doesn't pitch well, except for tonight. And I felt like, I don't know, it just felt like God or something was just saying, like, you know what, we need to spot the Jays some runs here because of Drew's pitching recently. The Blue Jays bench coach did well tonight. Is that what I saw? That's also kind of funny how many times Gibbons has got ejected in the past few weeks too, and how who was DeMarlo Hale had to take over a few times. Yeah, just I can. It was so nice feeling the atmosphere. I was watching on TV today. It was nice feeling the atmosphere of the Blue Jays fans just through the TV, and I think Buck Martinez did a good job at letting the atmosphere run through the TV to everyone that's watching. And it felt like I've never experienced this before as a Blue Jay fan, and I'm a pretty young one. Oh, it says that Gibbons was mentored by Jack Kenoff. And Stroman's coming back. Yeah, thank you for whoever wrote that in. Stroman's coming back in September. We don't know if he'll be any good or anything, but I'm pretty excited that Stroman's probably going to be coming back in the at least the bullpen in September. From what I hear, he could be a starter, but I'd be a little bit hesitant to put him into that role in September, especially if the team keeps rolling the way they are right now. The only time I really got worried in this game was when Osuna, he gave up that double, which could have been caught by Bautista. It was a tough play. But I don't know. I saw Laurie come to the plate as the tying run, and I was just kind of like, oh, this is a game that the Blue Jays may at least let them tie up if this was 2 months ago. But I don't know. It was a good game tonight, folks. It was a good game. And Stroman, yeah, as you write in, it said Stroman, apparently he feels unbelievable and is the best shape he's been in his life. I heard that too. He's been out of it. He hasn't pitched it. The thing is that he hasn't pitched against anyone in the majors in months, in a year, I guess, right? That's what I would be worried about. I don't want him to go out there and get lit up, which he probably won't. He probably won't. But if the Blue Jays keep on rolling, then I don't know if I would try him or not. I know I could see your point if you wanted to go out and throw him as a starter. Let's take calls at 1-800-EAT-A-DICK. I wish. That'd actually be a good line. People would remember it. That was the actual phone number. But Bautista hit another home run. He's been on a roll. I heard that he's hit 20 homers since June. So good for him. Who got the runs today, guys? Who got the hits? I think it was a bunch of errors. That's why it felt like there was divine intervention. There was a bunch of errors from there was a bunch of errors from the Athletics. I felt like there was divine intervention, just being like, you know what, we need to give Hutch some run support, or else he's not going to win this game. Now, we didn't need run support for the first time in a long time with Hutch, but I don't know. Yeah, this was one of those games where I still think that the Blue Jays would have lost if before the acquisitions, for whatever reason. They just had bad luck before. But you know what? They took it. I'm glad to see that they're on this 9-game win streak right now. Won 12 out of 13 now, I believe, and 12 in a row with Tulo in the starting lineup. I've as a Blue Jays fan, I've said I've never experienced this before. I'm a pretty young guy. I'm not gonna. Never mind. I've never seen this as a Blue Jays fan, and I've never seen a pitcher like this. I'm 21 years old. I got to see Doc pitch, so I guess he's the best pitcher that I've seen. I guess, and I don't know. He might have been the best that the Blue Jays ever had, but it's nice to see Price. I was pretty young, and I was kind of a new Blue Jays fan when Doc was pitching. But it's nice to see Price, a guy out there who is going to shut everyone down. And yeah, Price. I can't. Hopefully what do you guys think? Do you think that they should keep him? Yeah, Dave Stieb. I wasn't around when he pitched, but I heard that he was amazing. I heard that Jimmy Key had a good year. Oh, nice. You just read my mind right there, Jimmy Key. Yeah. So you guys think that they'll sign David Price? Yeah, I hope that if we keep getting 40,000 a night, they might open up the purse strings a little bit. You never know. But agency, no matter what, I hope he stays. I don't know. Sorry, you guys are writing some funny stuff, but yeah, they could re-sign him, but you know what? I think that we should focus on this year. They could take the division. If you guys also have an update on the Yankees, just type it in on the Yankees game right now, because I can't see right now with all my streams open. But at last I checked, it was 2-2, and so I guess that they're within a game right now of the Yankees, right? No matter what, and if it's back to a game and a half. But this is our time as Blue Jays fans. It's 2-2 still. Thank you to Mantle. Now Mantle, I guess Mickey Mantle, maybe, or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is our time as Blue Jays fans. I think that I'm gonna be worried though. They're gonna lose 2 or 3 games in a row. We'll see how the team does when that happens. Although at this people are saying that they won't lose 2 or 3 in a row the rest of the year based on what's happened, on baseball history. That's going to happen, but they're, I don't know. It's hard to see them losing right now. Their hitting's kind of dried up a little to how they were, but their ERA for starters since the All-Star break is like 1.87 now, I think, or 1.9. It was somewhere in the ones, I believe, today. Or no, that was their bullpen ERA. Their starter ERA is in the twos, and their bullpen ERA is in the ones. It's just completely unbelievable. I've never experienced this, guys. I hope they could get to 90 wins. Like at this pace, they could get, no, they can't get to 90. They'd get close, but I'm out. I'm almost out of this just for a week, and I'm out of word how well they're playing right now. Like their bullpen's been great. Sanchez even though he gave up on the run for Hutch, there's a guy on second or first base. He gave up that run. He let him score. He shut things down. Osuna shut things down, even though he gave up a double. It's just, although Valencia had I thought Valencia 4 for 4 tonight and like hit a homer or something, but they held him in check from his one hit. But what do you guys think? What do you think that's going to happen to the division? Do you think wild card? Do you think that they'll compete for a World Series maybe? Yeah, too bad I wasn't around for the back-to-back World Series titles. Yeah, I was born the year after their 93 World. I was born actually 2 months after that. 2 months after the Joe Carter hit, I was born. Yeah, it's a fine line here. They did get the tying run to the plate, and I said, yeah, I thought that Laurie was going to hit a homer or something. That was the one time I was worried. Yeah, it's nice to see that you met Joe Carter. I heard that he holds that golf tournament every year nearby my home. But yeah, Laurie did try for the homer. I don't know, guys. This would have been a game that they would have lost a few months ago. Excuse me, I thought, but they didn't today. Now they've won 9 in a row. They might get 2 10-game win streaks in a year, which is pretty cool too. But it's kind of unbelievable that the last Blue Jays playoff hit was Joe Carter in 93, 20 years ago. Now it looks like we're gonna have another playoff hit. I think that they're in sole possession of the card tonight. I believe that the Angels lost, or at least are close to losing, thanks to a hit from Melky Cabrera that scored 2 runs late in the. Although if you guys could check that score for me, that'd be great too. But we're seeing, folks. This is I haven't been this excited as a Toronto sports fan, maybe apart from the Raptors, because I've been a diehard Raptors fan since I was about 6, through the Bargnani years and oh my god. But this might top it right now, guys. This might top it. I know that the Leafs were good in the early 2000s. The Raptors have been good recently. I think that it would be cooler for the Jays to be good. I just because they're the only team that's won a championship in recent memory for some people of the past generation, I guess. Yeah. What do you guys think? What did you guys think of the game tonight? Like, did you think that the win was in check? Do you expect them to get a sweep? Our city needs a team that's good. Yeah, I agree. Our city needs a team that we can be proud of. I know the Raptors, they've won back-to-back division title competition. The Leafs, look, yeah. Let's not even go there. TFC could make the playoffs. Jovinko's a god right now. Jovinko is like, he's the MVP of the MLS right now. I know that, but not as many people care about soccer in the city as the other sports. But yeah, the Leafs could be good for all you like. Mike Babcock could turn that team around for all we know. But I highly doubt it. They don't look like they're going to be that good this year. No, my city. Yeah. I think that this is something that Toronto sports fans can build around. And I like the whole We the North campaign that the Raptors did. Now it sucks that they had a horrible playoff series this year. Last year they took it to 7 and took it down to a final shot. But I think that this might be a team that would be favored if they were to make the playoffs, if anything. It's funny we aren't allowed to cheer for the Leafs, but we can cheer for the Jays. You're allowed to cheer for the Leafs all you want. I'm going to cheer for them too. It's just uh, it's just so hard. The past decade of being a Leafs fan has been so difficult. Go Canucks, go. So you're saying that your city is Vancouver, I'm guessing, maybe. I don't know. And Jays are more like Canada's team. Is that what I'm picking up? But yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's cool to see some Jays fans from around Canada. It's truly like uniting the sporting country. It's uniting everyone in Canada that's a sports fan. This Jays team, they might be favored going into the playoffs, which is a first for a Toronto team. Apart from, even the Raptors, they weren't favored going into the playoff series. Maybe both of them they weren't favored in the past 2 years. That the Leafs weren't favored against the Bruins a couple of years ago. I think that if this Blue Jays team were to make the playoffs, they might be the favorite in the AL if they keep this up. Maybe the majors. I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. You went to go see them in Seattle a few weekends ago. Oh, I'd like to thank you so much for going to go see them because I heard that every Seattle game feels like a home game for the Blue Jays. Yeah, it's awesome. That's what I heard too. I've heard that it's like a home game at Seattle for the Jays. That's pretty cool. And for whatever reason, I'm pretty sure that they do well there. They've done well there this year, I think. There were more Jays fans there than Seattle Mariners fans. That's pretty cool. And it's like we got 40,000 tonight, guys. I've been watching this team like as a diehard for about 8 years now. I don't think I've seen 40,000 this many times in a 2-week span. They've sold 300,000 tickets since the Tulowitzki trade. Extra tickets, not normal, not like normal. Like what do they get? Normally they sell like 5,000 singles a day, roughly, or something like that. But they sold 300,000 extra tickets for the upcoming games after the Tulowitzki trade. Think about that. That's paying for whatever contracts they already picked up. So imagine that, like $50 a pop, 300,000 tickets. That's what, 10, 15. Is that 15 million bucks? Yeah, that's 15 million bucks right there. I know that is insane. They've sold out the Tiger series, and they've sold out the Yankee series already. Well, actually, the Tiger series, they've sold out for 40,000 already for that. Yankees is completely sold out. That was sold out a week ago. I looked online. 500 level tickets for the Yankee series are going for about $90 from what I could see. It's pretty. Oh my god. It's funny to see, like, even the casual person, not even sports fan, the casual person knows what's going on with the Blue Jays right now. I've talked to some people that I know aren't sports fans at all, or at least aren't baseball fans, and they know what's going on with the Blue Jays right now. You're flying home to see the Detroit series? Is that what I heard? Is that what you're writing in? Or is it the Yankees series? I'm not quite sure, but my friend has some Yankees tickets, which are going up for like double what he normally gets them for. So this is just insane, everyone. Just enjoy it while you can. You want to go see the World Series. I'll tell you what, if they win the how much do you think the tickets would go for at the World Series for a Blue Jays World Series? Not getting too ahead of ourselves here. 500 level tickets. How much do you think that they would go for? 1,000? Maybe 500 to $1,000, maybe more. I wouldn't be surprised. Excuse me. You know what? I might, for a single ticket, I might pay a couple $100 for a World Series Blue Jays tickets. Now I know that we're getting pretty far ahead of ourselves here, but everyone's joking around how they may never lose again. Like, and they will. They will lose at some point, but you know what? I thought that they were going to lose a couple times in the past 5 games. They proved me wrong with their starting pitching. What can you say about this team right now, everyone? Like, when they're not getting their hitting, they're getting pitching. When they don't get good pitching, they're getting good hitting. I don't know, guys. I don't even know. This is just completely unbelievable. And what, they're 10 games above 500 now, and it's in August. When was the last time that happened? It's like, I feel like there's some higher power out there that's giving us rewards for this past 20 years of, even though the Blue Jays haven't been garbage for 20 years. Sure, they haven't made the playoffs, but they haven't been one of the top 4 teams in the league in the AL for the past 20 years. Like, they've had 85, 87, 88 win teams, I think. It's just that was when the Yankees were winning 100 and the Red Sox would win 90 and grab the wild card. Jose Bautista's breakout year, this was 5 years ago. They had 85 wins that year. Like, they were relatively close to a wild card spot. Like, we haven't seen garbage for 20 years. It's just we haven't seen dominance for 20, 25 years. And now it looks like after these trades, this team's just got this confidence just oozing. It's just oozing. It's oozing through the TV. It's oozing through the media. It's oozing through the fans. Like, everyone expects them to win every single game now. Every game. And keep in mind, we won today. And we didn't have our 4-hitter in the lineup. We didn't have, and Chris Colabello is our 4-hitter. He's hitting 320 with like 10 homers. Okay. And he, like, what is with this lineup, guys? This is unbelievable. Ben Revere's a 300 hitter hitting 9. Tulo our leadoff guy. Have you guys ever seen a lineup like this before as a Blue Jays fan? I don't know. I don't know if you I'm trying to think of a lineup that was better. I guess the Whamco 1993 Blue Jays lineup, that was legendary. They didn't have the power that this lineup has, but they certainly had better hitters, I think. They had the top 3 hitters in batting average that year, right? In Alomar, Molitor, and Olerud. I think that those were the 3 that finished top 3 in batting average in 93. Now we don't have the batting average champions, but we do have Donaldson, who's an MVP candidate. We do have Bautista, who's just claw-burn home runs. Same with Encarnacion. And Tulowitzki is just an all-around phenomenal player. I think all around we have better players than 93 in the lineup, but I don't know if it's a better overall hitting team. I don't know if it's better. Obviously, if they don't win the World Series, it's clearly not a better team than the 93 team, but on paper, it's a pretty lethal lineup and very good starting pitching. We have the 2012 Cy Young winners, I believe, right? In Dickey and in Price. And we have Burley, who's Mr. Consistent. We have Estrada, who came out of nowhere. By the way, Adam Lind is also having a really good year over in Milwaukee right now. I know that I saw his stats today. I think he's hitting over 300 with 16 homers. Like, he's having another good year. But people were ripping on that trade because we were giving up a 300 hitter who could hit 20 home runs. And we were getting Estrada, who was like a home run. He was a fly ball pitcher, right? And in the Rogers Center, people said that wouldn't work. Now, clearly, that is false because his ERA is in the low 3s, and he's been one of the more consistent starters we've had, and he's almost thrown a perfect game. And he almost threw back-to-back no-hitters, too. I just saw that today. Like, just he's the one Blue Jay that the Blue Jays traded who's probably having a pretty good year this year. Kendall Graveman's having a good year, too, but I just saw that today. Good job, Adam Lind, but I like Marco Estrada. Estrada. That's what they were calling him earlier in the year because he was the only guy who was pitching well. Estrada. And now we got our 5. If Hutch can keep pitching like this, all of a sudden the rotation is a strength out of nowhere. Where'd that come from? Where'd that I don't This is so cool, guys. I'm truly speechless for how the Blue Jays are playing right now, and um, I just would like to say thank you all for going to the ballpark. Thank you all for watching on TV. As a diehard Blue Jays fan, everyone that's all the casual fans that are watching and going to the games, that helps that helps my heart feel good. For like, I don't know, it's just people are supporting this team, and I know it's a lot of people are bandwagon fans, but um I don't know. It's nice to see that this team is doing well and people are supporting it, and financially that they're going to be in a much better place than they were a few weeks ago because they're getting 40,000 a night on weekdays now. It's very cool to see. As a young fan, I haven't seen this before, so I just want to thank you guys all, and thank you for participating and watching. I'll be doing this after every Blue Jay game. I've been doing it for a week, so thank you all for watching and listening and participating. And I'll see you guys tomorrow after another win.